Hello and welcome back to this very exciting section. This section will be more of practicals and we are going to be learning about the CorelDRAW interface. When you launch your CorelDRAW, that is you open your CorelDRAW, the first thing you will see is the welcome screen. The welcome screen displays your previous work. As you can see, these are the previous work on my CorelDRAW and a command for it to create a new document. Once I click on it now, I will have my working environment. This is the CorelDRAW interface. Now the CorelDRAW interface is made up of bars, boxes, layouts, and color palettes. So what we are going to be doing now is to try to identify those bars and boxes one by one. So the first one is at the top. Just follow my cursor. The first one is the title bar. The work of the title bar is that it displays the file name, that the name you use to save your work. The next one is the menu bar. The next one is the standard tools bar. The next one is the layout bar. The next one is the property bar. Then at the left hand side we have our toolbox. Like other disciplines, like in the medical field, a doctor cannot work without his or her tools. The same thing applies to an engineer. He cannot work without his tools. That's the same thing applied to a graphic artist. This is our tool. Without this toolbox, we can't do anything reasonable here. And one other thing I want you to note is that this toolbox now works hand in hand with the property bar right here. So whatever tool I click here, the property of that tool will display here. If I click on the box, it has changed. If I click on zoom, it has changed. If I click on shadow, it will change. So the two of them work hand in hand. Just bear in mind that this property bar is not stable. It changes according to the tool you click. Then at the center here we have a white canvas. This white canvas is called the page layout. Then this place now, this empty space we have here is called the drawing space. This is where we can make our rough sketch. At the right hand side we have the color palette where we apply colors. Here we have our document palette that saves the color we are using to design. Then the last one here is the status bar. Last one is the status bar. So another thing about CorelDRAW is that from version X8 to version 2023, you can switch the color theme. Like now, we are using dark theme. Some people will be surprised that why am I using the dark theme? Is this CorelDRAW? Yes. This is still CorelDRAW. I just changed the color theme to a dark mode. As I said earlier, from X8 to 2023, you can change the color theme. But from X8 down to CorelDRAW 1.0, you can't change it. It remains the default theme, which is white. So I will show you how to change the theme from white to dark and from dark to white. You follow me? Just go to tools menu, option, customization. Then here you see the theme is in black. You can change it to white. Change it to white. You have other ones here, medium, dark. But the advice we take it to white as we want to convert white. One shot two, you see okay. So this is how to change the color mode from white to dark. I know that most of us are familiar with this setup, but with time you'll also be familiar with the dark method. I know some of us, this is the first time we are facing the CorelDRAW. Some of us, this is not the first time, but I would like us to get used to the CorelDRAW interface, so that when we start designing, it will not be difficult. It will not be difficult. To be less difficult for us. So just take your time to get used to the CorelDRAW interface, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.